You didn't stumble upon this message by accident. The angels guided you here because there's something you need to hear, something that will bring clarity to what's been confusing your heart. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That deep, almost strange pull towards someone that doesn't make sense on paper, yet something inside your spirit tells you it's right. The connection feels divine, magnetic, almost supernatural, and while others may not understand it, heaven does. Today's message is a confirmation from the angels. Yes, this person is the one. Strange as it seems, no one else could have been chosen to fit your soul the way they do. Welcome, beloved soul. If you're here for the first time, I want to warmly welcome you to the Lord's Reminder, where we share divine messages, spiritual insight, and heavenly guidance for those walking in faith. If you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your notifications, because each message you'll hear is sent at the exact time your soul needs it most. Nothing is random in the realm of the Spirit. And before we begin, take a deep breath and type in the comments, "I receive" or "I believe" as a declaration of faith. Doing so is more than just engagement, it's an active agreement with heaven that you are ready to receive divine truth and revelation. Now, the angels are saying that this connection you feel is unlike anything you've experienced before. It doesn't follow your usual logic or pattern. You might even question, why them? You've tried to reason it out, maybe even distance yourself, yet your spirit keeps being drawn back. That's because this bond isn't rooted in emotion alone. It's spiritual. God Himself has woven a thread between you and this person that no earthly explanation can fully describe. The two of you share a divine frequency, something beyond the surface. You might have met them unexpectedly or under strange circumstances, and yet from that moment, something shifted inside you. It's almost as if your souls recognized each other before your minds could. That's the part that makes it feel strange, the instant knowing. You can sense their energy even when they're not around. You can feel when they're thinking about you, even from miles away. These aren't coincidences, they're confirmations. The angels are saying that what connects you two was written long before either of you realized it. This connection is not born from chance, but from divine intention. You might have even prayed for clarity, asking God, if this is not the one, take this feeling away. And yet instead of fading, the pull has only grown stronger. That's because God doesn't remove what He Himself has joined. He may ask you to be patient, to grow, to heal, but He won't disconnect what heaven has approved. What you feel isn't obsession, it's divine recognition. Your spirit knows something your flesh is still learning to understand. The angels are showing that this person might not fit the image you once imagined. Maybe they're younger, older, or come from a different background, culture, or lifestyle. Maybe people around you wouldn't expect this match. But God often works outside the boundaries of expectation. He sees the heart, not the surface. Remember 1 Samuel 16:7. For the Lord does not see as man sees. For man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. What makes this person the one is not how they look, but how they connect to your spirit. They awaken the parts of you that have been asleep. They challenge you, not in a way that breaks you, but in a way that grows you. This is someone whose presence provokes your healing, whose words stir your purpose, whose energy feels like home. The angels are saying that this connection carries divine purpose. It's not just about romance. It's about destiny. The two of you are meant to bring light into each other's lives and into the world around you. Together, you'll awaken higher levels of faith, purpose, and love. You may have noticed that since meeting this person, your spiritual sensitivity has increased. You're more aware of signs, more in tune with intuition, more drawn to prayer and divine reflection. That's no coincidence. This connection is activating your spiritual gifts because divine unions don't just bring emotional satisfaction, they bring spiritual elevation. Proverbs 27:17 reminds us, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. That's what this connection is doing, sharpening you, aligning you with your higher calling. The angels say this person entered your life as an answer, not a distraction. They may not be perfect. In fact, they might be quite the opposite, but that's part of their divine design. They are meant to mirror both your strengths and your weaknesses so that you can both evolve into the best versions of yourselves. You may even experience moments of tension or distance, but those are not signs of failure. They are opportunities for growth. Each challenge is meant to test your patience, your faith, and your trust in divine timing. Sometimes God hides the full plan so that you learn to walk by faith and not by sight. You don't need all the details right now. What matters is obedience, trusting that if God allowed this connection to take root, He also knows how to make it flourish. Isaiah 55:8-9 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways." You may not understand every turn of this connection, but heaven does. The angels also reveal that this connection has a protective layer around it. That's why it may have felt delayed, hidden, or even resisted. God often shields divine unions until both souls are ready. If He allowed it too soon, one or both of you could have mishandled it. So instead, He allowed time, sacred time for healing, maturity, and preparation. You might have experienced separation or silence, but that wasn't rejection. It was preservation. Heaven has been quietly preparing both of your hearts for the divine timing of union. You may be wondering, but why does it feel so complicated? Because anything that carries divine purpose will attract spiritual warfare. The enemy knows the power of two aligned souls walking in faith. He knows that when God joins two anointed hearts, miracles are born. So he'll try to create confusion, fear, and doubt. But don't give in to those feelings. Stand firm in faith. Ephesians 6:12 reminds us, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." When confusion rises, pray. When distance feels painful, trust. When silence feels unbearable, worship. Because your worship and patience will break every delay. What is meant for you cannot be taken away from you. God's word says in Isaiah 14:27, "For the Lord Almighty has purposed, and who can thwart him?" That means no person, no mistake, no circumstance can cancel what heaven has confirmed. The angels want you to know that this person has also been thinking deeply about you. They might not always show it, but their heart feels a pull they can't explain. You appear in their thoughts often. They replay certain memories, certain words, certain looks, and each time their spirit whispers, "This is different." You've awakened something inside them that no one else has. They may even be in denial or fear, trying to run from the intensity of it all, but their running only brings them closer to realizing the truth. The truth is, their heart recognizes yours. Some of you watching have been praying for confirmation, asking God to reveal if this person is truly meant for you. The angels say this message is your sign, but they also remind you, your confirmation should bring peace, not anxiety. If you feel restless or obsessed, take a step back and pray. When something is truly from God, it will come with calm assurance, even if circumstances are still uncertain. Philippians 4:7 says, "And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus." Let peace be your compass. The angels are showing that for many of you, this connection will soon experience a shift, a breakthrough moment where communication will open or clarity will finally arrive. The delays are lifting. You've been faithful, and heaven is responding. What once felt silent will soon speak. And when it happens, you'll realize that every prayer, every tear, every moment of waiting had purpose. The angels say that when the reunion happens, it will feel effortless, like two rivers finally merging into one flow. So don't worry about how or when. Just stay aligned, stay patient, and keep your heart pure. What's meant for you is already on its way. The angels are working even as you watch this video. Psalm 37:7 says, "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him." Do not fret when people succeed in their ways. Your blessing is not late, it's divinely timed. And while you wait, focus on growth. Heal, pray, prepare your spirit. Because when God gives you what's meant for you, you must be ready to sustain it. Divine love requires maturity. It's not just about feeling good, it's about building something eternal. That's why God has taken His time. You're not waiting for the blessing. The blessing has been waiting for you to become ready for it. If this message is touching your heart right now, type "I believe" in the comments below. That act of faith tells heaven that you are open and willing to walk in divine alignment. Like this video if it resonates with your spirit, and share it with someone who might need the same reassurance today. And before we continue, remember to subscribe to the Lord's Reminder and turn on all notifications so you never miss a word meant for you. There is something sacred about the connection you are experiencing, and the angels want you to understand that what feels unusual, unexpected, or even confusing is actually evidence that this bond is spiritual, not earthly. You may have tried to compare this connection to past relationships, but it doesn't fit because it isn't meant to. It doesn't follow the rules of timing, logic, or familiarity. Instead, it follows divine alignment. That's why this person lingers in your heart long after you try to ignore or forget the connection. You've tried to move on, distract yourself, and convince your mind to release it. Yet something always pulls you back, not out of weakness, but because your spirit recognizes truth before your emotions do. There is a moment coming where things will begin to make sense. Right now, God is working behind the scenes, shaping conversations, preparing hearts, and aligning circumstances so perfectly that when the moment comes, you will know without any doubt that His hand orchestrated it. Sometimes, divine connections require separation before union, because both people need to heal and grow into who they must become for each other. God doesn't bring two people together prematurely, because premature connection can lead to damage instead of destiny. So if there has been silence, distance, uncertainty, or misunderstanding between you and this person, don't see it as rejection. See it as spiritual preparation. There is someone out there right now who is thinking about you more deeply than you realize. They've tried to move on too. They've tried to convince themselves that the connection is too complicated or too intense. But the angels say every attempt to move away from you only reveals that their heart is tied to yours. They may act calm, detached, or unreadable, but inside, they are wrestling with feelings they don't know how to express. They've never felt a love that touches the soul, not just the surface. And that can be intimidating, especially when the connection feels bigger than both of you. The angels are reminding you that this person sees you differently than everyone else. They notice things about you that others overlook. They feel safe opening up to you, even if they don't do it often. Your presence disarms their defenses, not by force, but through familiarity. You make them feel understood, accepted, and seen. And that scares them a little, because true connection exposes vulnerability. But even in that fear, their heart keeps coming back to you. God is revealing something softly in your spirit. This person is part of His plan for your life. They may not be fully ready yet, but they are evolving into the person God intended them to be. You are evolving too. The angels are saying that both of you needed time to break old cycles, time to heal from past wounds, time to outgrow unhealthy patterns, and time to rediscover who you truly are without fear or insecurity. This time apart, even if painful, has been productive. You are being prepared not just for love, but for a love that glorifies God. There will come a moment where everything begins to shift. A message, an encounter, or a sudden realization will bring clarity. The distance you once felt will transform into connection, and the confusion will become certainty. When this happens, it will not feel rushed or forced. It will feel natural, peaceful, and aligned. That's how divine timing works. This connection carries purpose. Together, you may break generational patterns. Together, you may serve others, share wisdom, build something meaningful, or raise children who walk in spiritual awareness. This connection is not just for companionship, it is for impact. Your souls recognize each other because they were assigned to walk part of this earthly journey together. The angels are encouraging you to continue standing in faith. Don't let fear cloud what God has already confirmed in your spirit. Fear focuses on what could go wrong, but faith focuses on what God has promised. Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" That means before you see change with your physical eyes, you will feel it in your spirit. Your intuition has already sensed the shift. That's why you're here listening to this message. There will be many voices around you, opinions, judgments, assumptions, but none of them matter more than God's voice. People may not understand why this connection feels so strong, but they don't have to. God didn't give the vision to them, He gave it to you. And sometimes, what's divine appears strange to those who think logically rather than spiritually. That's why God warns in Matthew 6:33, "Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you." Seek God, and the rest, including this connection, will fall into alignment. The angels say one of the reasons this person is the one is because they carry something spiritually connected to your future. You two will help unlock each other's potential. Your connection isn't about dependency. It's about alignment, balance, and purpose. When you come together in the right timing, you'll both feel stronger, clearer, and more grounded than you've ever felt before. But before that moment arrives, God is asking you to guard your heart, not from love, but from impatience. When you try to rush what God is perfecting, you interfere with the blessing. Trust that the timing is unfolding exactly as it should. Trust that nothing has been delayed, only divinely arranged. During this waiting season, continue to pray for this person. Pray for their healing. Pray for their clarity. Pray for their strength. Love doesn't wait passively, it waits faithfully. And as you do, ask God to continue preparing your heart too. Sometimes we think we are ready simply because we want something, but readiness is demonstrated through patience, discipline, and spiritual growth. And here's something powerful the angels want you to remember. When God chooses someone for you, you won't have to compete, beg, chase, or force anything. What is marked by heaven will flow naturally, because God's will does not require manipulation, only alignment. So breathe, let peace settle in your spirit. The person your soul keeps returning to isn't a mistake or an attachment. They are part of God's blueprint. Even if the story hasn't unfolded yet, trust that it will. Even if circumstances look impossible, trust that God specializes in the impossible. If everything inside you is saying, "This is the one," don't dismiss it. Sometimes God whispers truth into your heart long before the evidence appears. The angels brought you to this moment to remind you, trust what your spirit knows, even if your circumstances haven't caught up yet. If this resonates deeply with you, type "blessed and ready" in the comments so your declaration is sealed spiritually. Don't forget to like this video as a sign of agreement. Subscribe to the Lord's Reminder and turn on notifications so you never miss a divine message designed specifically for your journey.
There is something sacred happening within you, even if you can't fully explain it yet. The angels say your spirit has already accepted what your mind is still trying to understand. That's why no matter how much you try to dismiss this connection, forget it, or convince yourself that it doesn't make sense, there's still a quiet voice inside you saying, something about this feels right. That voice is not confusion, it's discernment. It's the whisper of the Holy Spirit reminding you that God writes stories differently than humans do. What seems strange now will make perfect sense in time. Sometimes, God chooses people for us who don't match our expectations, but they match our purpose. You may have had a picture in your mind of who you thought would stand beside you in life, someone older, someone from your circle, someone predictable, someone familiar. But God isn't limited to what fits into your comfort zone. He sees beyond age, beyond location, beyond timing, beyond logic. He sees hearts. He sees destiny. He sees soul alignment. And the angels say this person, the one you keep feeling connected to, is not just another person. They are the assignment. They are the one heaven has chosen for you, even if there have been pauses, silence, mixed signals, or distance. God is using every piece of this journey to shape both of you. You are learning patience, trust, communication, emotional maturity, and spiritual grounding. Love sent by God does not move fast just to collapse later, it builds slowly, deeply, and intentionally. It grows roots first so that when the storm comes, it stands firm. There may have been others in your life who showed interest. People who looked perfect on the outside but never touched your spirit. People who wanted you, but didn't understand you. People who admired you, but couldn't connect with you on a soul level. And maybe that left you wondering why nothing felt right, why no one seemed to match your heart. The angels say it's because your spirit already knew who belonged to you. Your heart wasn't confused, it was waiting. This connection feels strange because it's spiritual before it's emotional. You may not even have all the answers about them, yet you feel safe when you think about them. Your heart softens. Your breathing slows. You feel peace, not fear. The angels emphasize peace again, because when God is in something, it doesn't drag your spirit into anxiety. It leads you into calm expectancy. That peace is a sign, and even if fear has tried to convince you otherwise, fear of heartbreak, fear of the unknown, fear of differences, fear of timing, God reminds you in 2 Timothy 1 verse 7, "For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind." Love from God carries clarity, not chaos. Even if the circumstances feel complicated, the connection itself feels simple, natural, and spiritually familiar. You may have even asked God, "Why this person?" And heaven answers gently, "Because they see you." Not the surface version. Not the version life forced you to become. But the real you, the one God created, the one you sometimes hide. This person is meant to awaken your softness, your joy, your passion, and your destiny. They are meant to remind you of love that feels pure, not performative. The angels also reveal that this person has been observing you more than you realize. Even in silence, even in distance, even when they seemed unsure, they have been watching your growth, your strength, your spirit. They admire how you carry yourself, how you handle storms, how you love others, how you speak, how you think. You inspire them in ways they haven't admitted out loud. Their silence isn't ignorance, it's processing. They are trying to understand how something so deep, so sudden, so divine could happen to them. Just like you, they feel the pull. Just like you, they've tried to ignore it. And just like you, they keep coming back to the same inner knowing, you are the one. That there will come a moment, a shift, when clarity breaks through. A moment where communication becomes sincere and open. A moment when the masks drop and the truth comes forward. The angels say this moment is approaching faster than you think. Divine timing is aligning conversations, emotions, schedules, and circumstances in your favor. Right now, God is working behind the scenes, softening hearts, removing fear, clearing past wounds, and aligning both your spirits to be ready for connection, not from insecurity, not from loneliness, not from confusion, but from divine certainty. The angels want you to trust the process. God is not late. Nothing is delayed. Every silence had purpose. Every pause had protection. Every test built endurance. Romans 8 verse 28 reminds you, "And we know that all things work together for good for those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose." This connection is one of those things, you are entering a season where the truth will become undeniable. You will no longer question whether this connection is real, you will know. Signs will increase. Communication will deepen. Confirmation will flow. God isn't just bringing you love, He's bringing you partnership, peace, purpose, and spiritual alignment, and when the time comes, you will look back and realize every delay, every confusion, every separation was necessary for clarity. Had this come earlier, neither of you would have been ready. But now, you're stepping into readiness, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. The angels are whispering, prepare your heart, something beautiful is unfolding. If this message resonates deeply with your spirit, take a moment and declare in the comments, I receive this confirmation. It matters because words activate faith. Faith activates alignment. Alignment activates manifestation. Before you go further in this message, remember to like this video so more souls can receive the same guidance. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the Lord's reminder and turn on notifications because messages like this are not random, they are divine steps guiding you into God's timing. There is something sacred about the connection between you and this person. The angels say that even if the journey hasn't been smooth, even if there have been misunderstandings, distance, silence, or timing challenges, the love or energy between you remains. It doesn't weaken. It doesn't fade. It pauses, strengthens, and deepens beneath the surface. That is how you know this is not ordinary. Ordinary love dies in separation. Divine connections grow in it. There's a part of you that may have tried to forget them, to move forward, to tell yourself it was just a phase, but every attempt led you back to the truth. Something about this person feels heaven-sent. Something about them feels destined. And no matter how confusing it feels, your spirit keeps whispering, there's more. This isn't finished. The angels want you to know that this connection has layers that neither of you fully understands yet. Both of you are still growing into who you're meant to be for one another. It's not just about attraction or emotion, it's about transformation. This connection is meant to refine you, to heal old wounds, to teach you vulnerability, patience, courage, forgiveness, and unconditional love. If it had worked perfectly from the beginning, you wouldn't have grown. You wouldn't have sought God and clarity the way you have. You wouldn't have learned how to love with both wisdom and compassion. Sometimes God withholds the full blessing until both hearts are spiritually ready to receive it. The angels say this person sees you differently than everyone else does. Even if they haven't said it aloud, you've left an imprint on their heart. Something about you awakened a part of them they didn't know existed. Maybe you triggered their healing. Maybe you awakened emotions they suppressed. Maybe you made them question their beliefs about love, commitment, or timing. You didn't just pass through their life, you shifted something in their spirit. And that shift is still unfolding. They may act strong, distant, or unaffected, but the angels say that deep down they feel this connection just as strongly as you do, perhaps even more. They just don't know how to express it yet. They are learning. They are maturing. They are growing emotionally and spiritually so that when this connection comes into alignment, they can show up in the way God intended, with depth, truth, and commitment. Sometimes, when a connection is truly from God, it doesn't begin with perfection, it begins with revelation. It begins with recognition, with spiritual resonance, with a quiet knowing that this person plays a role in your journey. And with time, that knowing becomes proof. Things begin aligning. Conversations deepen. Walls collapse. Hearts soften. The angels say this person may have resisted the connection at first. It scared them. It felt unfamiliar, intense, undeniable. They weren't used to being seen so deep. They weren't used to someone understanding them without needing words. They weren't used to someone who could read them by their silence. And instead of embracing it immediately, they stepped back, not because they didn't care, but because they cared too much. They didn't want to hurt you. They didn't want to fail you. They didn't want to enter something sacred with unhealed wounds. Distance, in this case, was protection, not rejection. God knows when two hearts are ready. Not emotionally ready. Not socially ready. but spiritually ready. Because spiritual love requires maturity, the kind that no relationship history, no earthly experience, no skill can teach. Only God can prepare two souls for divine union. That's what this season has been: preparation. A rewiring. A softening. A healing. Heaven has been working behind the scenes on both of you, because what's coming is bigger than romance, it's alignment with purpose. For some of you, this person will play a role not just in your love life, but in your calling. You will inspire each other. Support each other. Pray for each other. Challenge each other. Build something together, a life, a mission, a legacy. This connection isn't just emotional, it's prophetic. The two of you together carry a calling greater than what you could accomplish alone. That's why the enemy tried to interfere. That's why confusion showed up. That's why doubt tried to overwhelm you. Because when two souls aligned with God join, something powerful happens, destinies unlock, but the angels say the interference is losing its power. The delays are ending. The confusion is clearing. Where there was uncertainty, there will soon be clarity. Where there was distance, there will be connection. Where there was hesitation, there will be boldness. This person is being guided to you, not by impulse, but by divine timing. And when they come, you won't have to question it. You'll feel peace. The angels are asking you to guard your heart while keeping it open. That means don't allow fear to harden you. Don't allow past pain to make you doubt what God is doing now. Don't allow impatience to make you settle for someone else. The angels are clear: no one else will feel like this person. You could meet someone kind, someone stable, someone available, yet your soul would still feel incomplete. Because when God assigns a connection, counterfeit comfort can never replace divine compatibility. The angels want you to remember Psalm 46 verse 5, God is within her, she will not fall, God will help her at break of day. This means timing will not defeat you. The promise will not pass you by. What is meant for you is protected, and when this union finally comes together, it will not feel rushed or forced. It will feel natural, peaceful, and deeply aligned. You won't have to chase, beg, prove, or compete. Divine love doesn't need convincing, it recognizes itself. And when it arrives with certainty. There will come a moment, perhaps sooner than you expect, when communication opens in a new way. A message, a conversation, a confession, a shift. And when it happens, a softness will take over both of you. Walls will fall. Hearts will open. And the love that felt paused will begin to move freely again. The angels say, prepare, don't panic. Believe, don't doubt. Receive, don't resist. If this message resonates with you, if something in your spirit is saying, this is for me, then take a moment and type in the comments, I receive this confirmation. Not because the comment matters, but because agreement activates alignment, like this video if it touched your spirit. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the Lord's Reminder and click the notification bell so you never miss another divine message meant just for you.
There is something powerful that begins to happen when God reveals the one He chose for your life. Your spirit becomes aware long before your mind accepts it. The angels say that even if you tried to walk away from this connection, even if you tested it, ignored it, or attempted to convince yourself that it wasn't real, your heart always found its way back. That's because this bond isn't based on physical attraction or convenience. It's rooted in purpose, destiny, and divine timing. Something in your soul already knows. This person is aligned with your future, not your past. You may have questioned yourself, asking, why them? Why does it feel so intense? Why can't I disconnect? The angels say it's because this person carries a piece of your spiritual assignment. They are part of the plan God wrote over your life long before you understood what you were walking through. In moments of prayer or reflection, you may have felt them tugging at your heart, even without communication. That's because the connection is deeper than conversation. It's soul to soul. What makes this connection feel strange isn't the person. It's the timing, the way it happened, and the way your heart responds. It's unfamiliar, but not wrong. It's unexpected, but not accidental. It's intense, but not dangerous. The angels say that sometimes what feels strange is simply what is spiritual, because your spirit recognizes something your logic isn't used to processing. Heaven operates differently than earthly reasoning, and divine love always reveals itself in ways that surpass human understanding. For many people watching this, you've noticed that no matter who tries to get close to you romantically, no one compares to this person. It's not because others weren't kind, attractive, or spiritually aligned. It's because your heart already belongs to someone heaven appointed. You may have tried to move on, tried to forget, tried to distract yourself. Yet every effort fell flat. The angels say your soul knows the truth. This connection is covenant, not temporary. The Bible gives us a reminder in Matthew 19 verse 6. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. That includes time, distance, confusion, or misunderstanding. When two souls are divinely assigned to each other, life may test the connection, but nothing can break it. Not silence, not change, not circumstance. Even separation becomes preparation. Sometimes God allows space between two destined souls not as rejection, but as refinement. Both hearts needed growth, healing, maturity, and spiritual elevation. If this connection had fully formed too early, one or both of you may not have handled it properly. God wasn't saying no, he was saying, not yet. Delay wasn't denial, it was development. The angels want you to acknowledge this truth. You are becoming ready for what you prayed for. There is also a deep spiritual protection around this connection. God has shielded it from unnecessary judgment, interference, and attack. He has kept certain details hidden because this blessing wasn't meant for public commentary. It was meant for divine timing. Some connections are too precious to expose too soon. Some love stories are too sacred to rush. God has been working behind the scenes, aligning circumstances, preparing environments, and softening hearts. You may not see it yet, but the angels say this person has been thinking about you too. They have moments where you come to their mind unexpectedly. They replay your words, your smile, your presence. They may not fully understand the connection, but they feel it. They've tried to rationalize it or push it away, yet something brings them back. A memory, a dream, a sign, a feeling they can't explain. Their soul is awakening to the truth, just like yours did. This connection hasn't fully blossomed because both of you needed healing. The angels say there were wounds, disappointments, or misunderstandings, not between you necessarily, but within each of you. Old heartbreaks needed closure. Past fears needed release. Identity needed strengthening. Purpose needed clarity. God was preparing both hearts so that when union happens, it won't crumble. It will flourish. You may feel like you've been waiting a long time, but heaven says the wait is nearing completion. Something is shifting spiritually, and momentum is building. You will soon see movement, not just in emotion, but in action. The person heaven assigned to you is gaining clarity, courage, and direction. The confusion they once had is being replaced by conviction. The hesitation is being replaced by readiness. The silence is being replaced by intention. God is aligning you both in a way that will make everything make sense. The angels say when this person approaches, it will feel natural, like you never missed a moment. There will be no need to pretend, compete, or prove anything. Who you are will be enough because God designed this connection to fit your spirit, not your performance. You will not need to chase this person. The connection will naturally draw both of you toward each other. When this union begins to form, peace will follow. That's how you will know it's divine. It won't feel rushed or forced. It won't be chaotic or unstable. Instead, it will feel like home, a spiritual homecoming. It will feel like something your heart has known forever finally manifesting in the physical. And in that moment, you'll realize why nothing before worked, because God saved the best for his timing. For now, the angels want you to stay in faith. Keep preparing, keep praying, keep growing. The connection is not failing, it's forming. God is not silent, he's working. What feels like stillness is actually alignment. Soon, everything will unfold in a way that brings glory, healing, and restoration. If this message resonates in your spirit, write "I receive and trust God" in the comments. Declare it as your agreement with heaven. Like this video if you feel this confirmation speaking to your heart, and don't forget to subscribe to the Lord's reminder and turn on notifications so you never miss another divine message designed for your journey. There's a truth the angels are revealing, and deep down your spirit already feels it, even if your mind is still catching up. The connection you have with this person isn't ordinary, and that's why you can't shake it. No matter how much time passes, no matter how much distance appears, no matter how distracted life becomes, something in you keeps returning to them. Not out of habit, not out of fantasy, but out of spiritual recognition. It feels strange because it isn't based on logic, timing, or circumstance. It's based on destiny. Your soul knew theirs before your eyes ever met them. And that is why the thought of replacing them feels impossible. The angels say that's because you were not meant to. You may have tried to convince yourself to move on. You may have told yourself, there must be someone easier, someone clearer, someone closer. But every attempt to disconnect ends with your heart circling back to the same person. The angels want you to understand that pull is not weakness. It's divine alignment. Heaven doesn't want you to settle for temporary when you were made for the eternal. There is a reason no one else feels right, no one else fits, no one else seems capable of reaching the places in your heart that this person touches effortlessly. That reason is purpose. Sometimes God connects two people long before they are ready for each other. Not to frustrate them, but to prepare them. Love like this takes time, not because it's uncertain, but because it's sacred. The person you're connected to has also felt this unusual pull. They may have tried to deny it or distract themselves from it, especially if they weren't emotionally ready. Sometimes the intensity of a divine connection can make someone run, not because they don't care, but because caring this deeply feels overwhelming. The angels say both of you have been undergoing a spiritual refinement to prepare for this connection to manifest in its fullness. You may not realize it, but this person has prayed about you too. Maybe silently, maybe confused, maybe even unwillingly. But at some point, they asked God, why do I feel this way? Why can't I let them go? And heaven answered, not in words, but in signs, in timing, in encounters, in dreams. For some, those dreams have been vivid moments where you speak, where you reunite, where the connection feels so real that waking up leaves a lingering ache. Those dreams are not illusions. They are spiritual previews. The angels want you to remember Matthew 19 verse 6. What God has joined together, let no man separate. The joining isn't always physical first. Sometimes it begins in the spiritual realm. The connection is planted like a seed in both hearts long before the relationship takes form in the physical world. And that is what you're experiencing right now, the seed already rooted, already alive, already ordained. There have been moments where you question the timing, where you wondered why nothing seems to be happening yet, or why things feel suspended between almost and not yet. But the angels say timing is one of the greatest demonstrations of God's love. He withholds what isn't ready so it doesn't break prematurely. You don't give a child a flame before they understand how to hold it. Likewise, God doesn't release divine unions until both souls are spiritually mature enough to honor, protect, and sustain the blessing. This person you're connected to is growing, awakening, learning, and evolving, not just for themselves but for you, just as you are being prepared for them. This period of waiting isn't punishment, it's alignment. God is shaping both of you into individuals who can love deeply, communicate clearly, forgive quickly, and build something lasting. A divine connection requires divine patience. That there's something else the angels want you to know. The reason others didn't work out wasn't failure, it was redirection. Every relationship that ended, every connection that faded, every door that closed was protection. God didn't want anything temporary to interfere with what is promised. The heartbreaks you faced weren't signs of unworthiness. They were pruning moments. Every disappointment softened your heart, deepened your empathy, sharpened your boundaries, and refined your discernment. All of it made you ready to recognize sacred love when it appeared. You might not see the full picture yet, but this love is part of your calling. It will change the way you love yourself, others, and God. It will teach you patience, humility, communication, tenderness, and emotional honesty. It will become a reflection of God's love, intentional, slow, steady, and unconditional. Some of you have wondered, If this is meant to be, why doesn't it feel easier? The angels say purpose never comes without preparation. Even biblical marriages face delays, refinement, spiritual battles, and divine timing. Think of Ruth and Boaz. Think of Jacob and Rachel. Think of Abraham and Sarah. All were aligned by heaven, yet none came together without timing, growth, and divine coordination. God doesn't rush what He values, and you, this connection, are deeply valued. The angels are also revealing that there will be a shift soon. Something will break the silence, the distance, the uncertainty. A conversation, a message, a moment of divine courage will open the door between you two again. And when it happens, it won't feel forced. It will feel guided. It will feel natural. It will feel like breathing. Because love designed by heaven doesn't need to be pushed. It unfolds. During this time, protect your peace. Guard your heart from fear-based assumptions. Don't overthink or second-guess the connection. Replace questioning with prayer. Replace worry with faith. Replace impatience with gratitude. Because gratitude speeds manifestation. Doubt delays it. Speak life over the connection. Declare it blessed. Declare it guided. Declare it protected. The angels are standing beside both of you, whispering encouragement, softening hearts, and removing obstacles one by one. You may not see the movement yet, but you will feel it soon. God is aligning everything behind the scenes. Even things that look still are shifting. So, take a deep breath. Relax your spirit. Release your worry. The one meant for you is not going anywhere. Their soul is tied to yours, not by force, but by purpose. No distance, no timing, no confusion can break a bond that was written into your destiny. If you feel this message resonating deeply with your spirit, type blessed and ready in the comments as your declaration of faith. And before you continue with your day, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who may need clarity, and make sure you are subscribed to the Lord's Reminder with notifications on, so you never miss a message created for your spirit at the exact moment you need it. Your angels are smiling because you finally understand, strange or not, unexpected or not, this person is the one. The story isn't over. It's just beginning. Take a deep breath now and allow everything you've heard to settle into your spirit. This wasn't just a video. It was a confirmation, a gentle whisper from heaven reminding you that God is not finished writing your story. What you feel, what you're sensing, what keeps tugging at your soul is not a mistake. It's alignment, it's divine timing, and its purpose unfolding piece by piece. The angels have been guiding you, and today you received clarity because you were ready for it. You were spiritually aligned to hear what heaven has been trying to reveal to you for a while now. And if something inside you felt seen, understood, or awakened during this message, then it's because God wanted you to know you are not lost and you are not confused, you are being guided. You are on the right path. What's meant for you can't be taken, delayed forever, or hidden from you. It may take time, it may unfold differently than you imagined, and it may come in a way that surprises you, but it will come. And when it does, you will look back on this moment and say, God, I see now why I had to wait. If you feel this message was speaking directly to you, take a moment now and write in the comments. Blessed and ready. Speak it out. Claim it. Declare it. Seal it with faith because the power of life and movement in the Spirit begins with your words. Heaven responds to faith. Heaven responds to expectancy. Before you go, I want to invite you to share this message with someone you care about, someone who might also be waiting for clarity, someone who feels stuck between fear and faith, someone who needs the reminder that God is still working behind the scenes. Your simple act of sharing could be the very thing that restores someone's hope today. And if you haven't already, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the Lord's Reminder. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss another divinely timed message. These words are not random. Each one is sent for a specific soul at a specific time in a specific season. You are part of something spiritual, intentional, and deeply meaningful. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for opening your heart. Until the next message, walk in confidence, walk in peace, and walk in expectation. You are loved. You are chosen. And what God has for you, no one else can take. God bless you always.